What if I told you that the path to a healthy body has nothing to do with another diet or a new workout plan, but everything to do with your thoughts? In this explainer, we're diving into a really fascinating perspective that says to change your body, you've got to change your mind first.
This is the big question, isn't it? What if all the struggle, the control, the constant fight we have with our bodies, what if it's all completely missing the point? The idea we're looking at today suggests a pretty radical shift. Stop trying to change your body and instead change how you think about your body.
Okay, so first things first, let's reframe the whole problem. According to our source material, if you're struggling with your body, the problem isn't your body at all. Nope, it's the mindset you've been conditioned to have about it. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The foundational belief here is that your body, left to its own devices, free from all the societal pressure and chronic stress, well, it naturally maintains its own ideal vital shape completely effortlessly. So the work isn't about forcing your body into some shape, but about removing the mental blocks that are preventing it from just returning to its natural state. So let's be super clear about this. The problem isn't defined as a physical issue, like an out-of-shape body. The real issue is the pattern of thoughts we have, thoughts that just don't serve us. It's this negative feedback loop in our heads that keeps us stuck.
So where does all this negative chatter come from? Well, the source points its finger squarely at comparison. It calls this constant measuring of ourselves against others an illusion. It's a trap, and it's what creates this dislike for our own bodies, which, as we're about to see, is the very thing that stops any real change from happening.
And that leads us right into our next big point. If the problem is our thinking, what about our usual go-to strategy? Just trying to control everything. The source argues that this isn't just counterproductive, it's a total misunderstanding of how our bodies actually work.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. You've got two paths. On the left, you have resistance. That's the constant fight, the stress, the micromanaging. On the right, you have allowance. This is about easing up, accepting what is, and just letting your body find its own balance. It's really the difference between fighting against a current and just floating with it.
Now, this is a really important distinction. Think about it. You don't consciously tell yourselves to divide or your heart to beat. You don't have that direct control. But this perspective argues that your thoughts, especially the stressful, conflicted ones, create an internal environment that absolutely influences how those cells behave.
So here's the proposed mechanism. Those conflicted thoughts, they create stress in the body. This constant mental resistance is pinpointed as the main reason for carrying extra weight. And here's the bold part. The claim is that if you could just remove that negative mental static, your body's cells would function perfectly and naturally find their way back to well-being.
Which brings us to the core solution here. If resistance is the problem, then the answer has to be its polar opposite, a deep, radical, unconditional acceptance of your body exactly as it is, right here, right now. And there it is, the central idea in one sentence. It's a total flip of the usual before and after mindset, right? Instead of hating the before to get to the after, this philosophy claims you have to genuinely love and appreciate the before to even allow the after to happen naturally.
This visual really helps break it down. When you're operating from a place of hating your body, your actions, like punishing workouts or super restrictive diets, they're often misaligned. They're unsustainable. But when you start from a place of love and acceptance, you naturally get inspired to do things that actually nourish and benefit your body.
You know, when you boil it all down, the logic is actually incredibly simple. It's all about choosing the thought that feels better. Hating on your body is stressful, it's painful. Shifting to acceptance brings immediate emotional relief. And according to this source, that relief isn't just a side effect, it's the first crucial step toward physical change.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking. How on earth does just feeling different actually change your physical body? Let's walk through the step-by-step process that the source lays out.
Okay, so here's the roadmap. It starts with acceptance, appreciating your body now. That leads you to a state of relaxation, of just feeling good. From that good feeling place, you become open to genuine inspiration. Not a should, but a real desire to say, go for a walk, or a sudden craving for a crisp salad. It's these inspired actions, not the forced ones, that allow the body to find its own natural, happy shape.
So the key takeaway here is all about alignment. The idea is that the feeling of well-being is on the same frequency as the physical state of well-being. The argument is, you just can't feel bad and anxious your way into a body that feels good and relaxed. The emotional state has to lead the way. So this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you practice this? Well, this last section gives us a set of affirmations designed to help you shift your whole mindset from resistance over to allowance.
Yeah, think of these like tools for your mind. Their only job is to gently nudge your thoughts away from judgment and towards acceptance. It's all about shifting your emotional state and making it just a little bit easier to feel good in your own skin today.
This first one gets right to the heart of it. Worthiness. It's just a simple, powerful declaration that you deserve to feel good right now, no matter what your body looks or feels like in this moment.
And notice that word, choose. I love that. It frames appreciation not as some passive feeling you have to wait for, but as an active decision you have the power to make, right now.
This one is huge. It directly tackles that root cause of so much pain we talked about earlier, comparison. It's a commitment to just drop that illusion and focus on your own journey.
And finally, this one really wraps up the entire philosophy, doesn't it? It's about letting go of that need to control everything and instead trusting your body to find its own natural, healthy balance.
And that leaves us with this final, really thought-provoking question. The entire perspective we've explored today suggests that if you can truly nail that second goal, changing how you feel in your body, the first goal of changing your body might just take care of itself. It's a huge shift from an external battle to an internal alignment. Definitely something to chew on.